Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and do some screencastifies of Schoolnet for you guys. I'm going to do a series of these. I'm going to start out very basic, and we can get into future ones with going through the data and everything. But my focus on this is going to be to start getting the assessments into for Empower into Schoolnet so we can actually create these assessments and give them. So the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find this app right here that says Schoolnet LEA and click on it. Mine might look slightly different than your guys's because I don't have any students assigned to me in this. But what I can tell you just really quickly is that you will be able to track your classroom tests, and you'll actually be able to see your students' standardized tests or when they had standardized tests if they were put into Power School, depending on the grade level. What you're going to do is you're going to want to come over to this dashboard on the left-hand side, and you're going to want to click Assessments. Scroll down where it says Items, Rubrics, and Passages, and you're going to want to hit Create. There's a multitude of things that you can create on here. Some of them are online only, and some of them are also for print and online. I'm going to use for print and online, and I am going to choose a multiple choice question. You can change it if you ended up choosing the wrong type of question. We're going to go ahead and start at the top, and I am going to do an ELA question. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to select 7th grade, and I'm going to go ahead and select my standards. So I am doing an RL 7.6. I'll find RL, click that, expand that, and it's 7 is a grade level, 6. I'm going to hit Save and Close. So now that my standards are in there, I'm going to go ahead and start actually forming the question. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to hit Add Passage, and I am going to hit New Passage. And this is where it's a lot of copying and pasting. I can show you some other tools. I will in a future video. But this is where it's a lot of copy and pasting. So if I'm going to pull up the very first RL7, A Chance to Play, I'm going to hit Command C, put in that title. I'm going to come down where it says Passage Content. I am going to very simply go ahead and I am going to copy and paste the actual passage. Let me go ahead and redo that. You might want to actually put the title in this portion as well. Go back to the Schoolnet and just hit Control V. Now that my passage is in the Schoolnet, I can choose what type of layout I want it to be. I can also add teacher instructions. Say if it gives you a question that might give you a couple of vocabulary words with it. But I'm going to go ahead, we're good right now, and I'm going to hit Done. My passage is there. Now I'm going to come back to that, and I'm going to go grab the question that is on here. So let's say this first question goes to it. Just again, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V. Just continue the process. Control V. I'm going to come up here, and I know from the bottom that my answer is B. I'm going to go ahead and put in that answer choice. I can also add answer choices, and I can select manipulatives here for math. I don't need any because this is ELA. I can also add teacher instructions. I can also add some additional properties if I want to really categorize it. I'm not really going to do any of that. But I'm going to go ahead and I am going to save this to bank. Now, I've added you guys all to the Benson Middle School question bank, and I can go ahead and click into this bank, and I can hit Save to Bank. This is my question that's done. It's ready for me. If I come over here and I actually go back to assessment and I hit find my bank, I can see where I have a bunch of different questions already added from different teachers, 326 items in this bank. But right here are my banks. So the one that I just added to this right here will show me the one question I just added, a chance to play. I can see the passage if I need to, etc. Once this is in, the nice thing about this, and I'm going to kind of do this a little bit wrong, but what is nice about this is when I go to add a new question, I go through the same exact steps. Again, RL. Six. Hit save and close. I come up here, and when I hit add passage, all I actually have to do is link the passage. So I see a chance to play is already there. I just hit link a passage. I can skip that entire step, and now I just go to the question. So I come down to the second question, copy and paste that in. Oh, that's good. Save the bank. Oh, gotta hit the correct answer. It's B. Go ahead and hit save the bank. Save the bank. And there it is. It's in my bank. So that's the very first thing, is just getting the basic questions in and going through this. It also says I have 2 questions for this item. I can preview it, I can add to a test, etc. I'm going to go ahead and stop on this one. I am going to do another one and show you how to put in a picture, if there's possibly a picture or a graph, to allow you to do it for math and so on.